Today we're creating a super dope custom bedroom lighting feature out of an old extension ladder, some baskets, and some light sockets. Ready? Let's do this. My wife, Lady Mancycle, went to work designing this lighting feature, which required an extension ladder and some large baskets. After a brief meeting of the minds and confirming with the Lady Cycle entourage, it's time to get to work. This was my grandpa's ladder, and it's just been sitting in storage for more than a decade. So we decided to give it a second life and upcycle it for this project. It'll be attached to the ceiling, and there will be 5 lights hanging from the structure, and each light will sit inside of its own basket. With structural materials collected, it's time for assembly. I use my reciprocating saw to remove some of the unneeded metal from the ladder, and we give it 2 coats of black spray paint to match the vibe. With the ladder ready, we do a mock assembly in the garage on the floor and place the baskets to get an idea of what we'll end up with. Now it's time to connect the 2 halves of the ladder together. Since the side rails aren't perfectly parallel, I use some C-clamps to pull them nice and tight and then screw them together with some wood screws using my DeWalt 20-volt drill. We'll wait to get the baskets attached until we have the main ladder structure anchored to the ceiling. We decided to hang the structure from the ceiling using screw-in bike hooks, which will hold the ladder structure by the outer rungs on each side. I spray paint the bike hooks black to match the vibe, and then head to the bedroom to determine my hook locations. I'll use 3 bike hooks per side, so I find my studs, drill holes, and then install the bike hooks. Now to hang the baskets. A couple of them came with hooks, which work well hanging on the ladder rungs, and for the others, we tie them on using lengths of black chain. Now that the structural component is in place, it's time to design the electrical component. The room already has an existing ceiling fan with light, so instead of starting a brand new circuit, I'm just going to continue the electrical run from the light. Here's a quick mock-up of the design. I'll run electrical to the new structure by connecting to the existing lighting. From there, I'll run a line out to a central junction box and split it in 5 directions, 1 for each light. We'd head to the hardware store and we pick up the electrical gear we need for the job. A roll of 16-2 wire, 5 sockets, and some vintage style light bulbs. I'll give you a basic overview of the wiring to get this lighting feature functional, but if you're wanting details on wiring a socket or connecting to an existing light, I'll put some links to those videos in the video description. To start with, we go ahead and wire each socket with a piece of 16-2 wire cut to length. That way we can work at the table to make it easy on us. And wiring a socket is pretty straightforward. The neutral wire with ridges on the insulation gets connected to the silver terminal, and the hot wire with smooth insulation gets attached to the brass colored terminal. My buddy Jeff takes point on this, and before I'm done drinking my lemonade and scratching off my lottery tickets, he's got them ready. So fast. With all 5 sockets wired up to its own piece of 16-2 wire, we head to the bedroom to put it all together. Okay, now to tap into the existing lights wiring. We go ahead and prep a 6-foot length of 16-2 wire to run from the existing ceiling fan and light to a junction box on our new lighting feature. I shut off the breaker, and for added security, turn the light and fan switches off. Then I head to the ceiling fan, take off the cover to expose the wires inside, and get to work. Basically, I add the neutral wire in the 16-2 to the white wire connection, and I add the hot wire from the 16-2 to the blue wire in the ceiling fan. But if you'd like to see details on tapping into an existing ceiling fan like this and how to do it safely, I'll get a video linked in the description for you to check out. Next, I run the 16-2 from the ceiling fan to the new lighting system through a white racetrack so it blends in against the ceiling. We bring it to the junction box discreetly positioned on the ladder. We position each of the 5 wire sockets. They each have their own hanging basket they sit in the center of. We run the end of each of those wires into that junction box as well. Once all the wires are in position, we connect all the ridged neutral wires together, and I do the same for the smooth hot wires, and we're ready to go. Finally, we screw in my light bulbs, flip the breaker back on, and try out the switch. Boom, a custom lighting feature built from a ladder and some baskets. You're welcome, MacGyver. Hey, real quick, do me a favor and give this video a big thumbs up if you got some use out of it. From here, if you'd like to see how to wire a 3-way switch, I've got a video you can check out right here. And if after seeing this video, you feel like I've earned your subscription, you can click the Mancycle logo right here. See you next time.